Greetings and welcome into day 27 of our Halloween countdown here. This year we've been having a lot of fun with creepy crawly films, our creepy crawly countdown. Yesterday we looked at The Tingler, which I guess that thing creeps and crawls once it gets out of you. Once they extract it from the body of its host, it definitely creeps and crawls all over that theater, and you got all the screaming patrons there. Good stuff. Okay, tonight we're going to look at more giant monster movie action. That's right. I packed this thing full of giant monster movies because it's so much fun. And like I said, you've been requesting it. You asked for it, so that's what you got. Tonight's movie is MOTHRA. A typhoon is approaching Japan. During the storm, a ship runs aground in an area that has been used for nuclear testing. A rescue team finds 4 survivors. They suffered no effects from the radiation because they drank a liquid provided by the natives of the island. An expedition is sent back to the island, and before they depart, a tenacious reporter sneaks aboard the ship. Once they arrive, one man wanders into the jungle and is attacked by killer vines. He is saved by a pair of tiny women who emit a sound that stops the plant. Years later, the unscrupulous leader of the expedition sneaks back to the island and kidnaps the tiny tenors. The natives attempt to stop them, but they are gunned down. With his dying breath, the leader of the natives implores revenge from MOTHRA. The men return to civilization with the tiny ladies, displaying them to an audience of people while they sing a song about MOTHRA. Back on the island, the surviving natives perform a ceremony to awaken MOTHRA. A giant egg hatches and a caterpillar crawls out. The twins tell the reporter that MOTHRA will soon appear to save them and bring them back home.
She's guided to us by some power that we cannot control.
The caterpillar swims towards Tokyo, crushing a ship along its way. It gets to the island and begins a path of destruction. The military tries to stop it, but MOTHRA is determined to rescue her friends. She spins a cocoon and eventually emerges as a giant moth and begins an even more destructive path through Tokyo. The story is a pretty direct lift from King Kong, but the addition of the girls is fun. This is a true classic, one I remember seeing first as a kid. Good stuff. Alright, so MOTHRA, that's right, this is a fun one. More giant monster movie action, had to include this, and it definitely fits the creepy crawly theme, right? It's a caterpillar creeping and crawling, hatching into the moth, flying around, and you know, maybe people didn't see, maybe that's not so creepy crawly, but it's ever creepy, but it's giant, and can't exclude the giant creatures, that's right. Gotta scratch you guys' giant monster itch, so there you go. MOTHRA, it's a good one. I've seen this one in the theater before too. Have you? You ever seen this one in the big theater, in the big screen in the theater? It's a good one. I haven't seen it at the drive-in though, on that giant drive-in screen. Of course, I could say that for most movies, but some movies are too dark to see at the drive-in well. This one would show up quite well. Most of it takes place in daytime, and I think it would be a good one. We'll give it four skulls here out of 5 for MOTHRA. Love the little singing women. Gotta love them. That's the thing that stands out in my mind the most about MOTHRA. Is the little ladies. Pretty cool. All right, man. Be sure and join me back here tomorrow night. We'll keep this thing going. We're getting close now. Just a few more days until Halloween. See you back here tomorrow night, and remember to stay mad.